All right. Hello, hello. It's been a while. It's been how long has it been since I last streamed? Oh, it's been a whole week again. I did it again. I pulled a whole week break again since my last stream. It was not on purpose. Actually, never. None of them are ever on purpose. But there was good reason for good reason for such a delay stream. I kind of been sick for the past 4 days. I was gonna stream a lot sooner, but I could not get much work done, so I was not able to stream, of course, because of that. I'm actually still recovering, I'm gonna be honest. I have a little bit of a cough that I still have. Not too bad, but it is a little annoying, and it does exist. I am feeling a lot better. Now, I have done a lot of work off stream today and yesterday. I got some work done off stream to make it up. To begin, I don't think I ever did show this on stream, but I got this whole back end finished up for the mansion with the crane dropping down this little package of rocks. Let's see. Go out this little window onto the little wooden platform. And I had added this lovely barrier where we will have a Ravager, aka Hellhound, stuck over here that can go all the way around. And I have tested this with someone, and it does work very well. Made some added texture to the walls and stuff. Added some small details here and there. Also made some changes here like this in the stairwell because otherwise a Ravager would get stuck here. Let's see. I believe that's kind of all I did though for the mansion. Speaking, I could maybe get some work done and figure out how to connect it up to the main quarters. And I do have a maybe idea for that, but that's not really the main thing for today. The first thing I want to do is talk about Mania, because I have been thinking, and I have some updates with how Mania is going to work a little bit. So, oh, sorry, my audio is not on, but Mania, I've been thinking about what can cause it, what can generate it, right? What you have to do to cause Mania to generate to your meter, right? Well, what is Mania in this game exactly? Mania is the concept of going manic, which is a form of insanity. And when you're manic, you are basically, you can be hallucinating, you can be having schizophrenic thoughts, paranoid thoughts, you can be losing your vision, and that's all things I'm planning on adding to the game. But how does that correlate with the game and ways to generate it? Well, with the game in particular, for the lore side, Mania is a result effect of intoxicating yourself with the miasma in this civilization you go through the map you run around in. due to a miasma breakout that happened quite a while ago. And you are simply just an adventurer or someone, some immigrant of form that is entering this mega structure that holsters the civilization, and you get to explore it, and you get to experience while going manic. Now that we have that out of the way, the next thing is, how does that correlate with actually generating it? Well, there's actually at least three things for sure. The first thing is when you collect your lost blueprint from tossing your compass on the location that it points to in the game, you're kind of just, it's kind of the same as like digging up a hollow hole and then intoxicating yourself with a bunch of like dust and stuff, things in the air into your system. It's kind of going along with that logic. So that's the first one. And also, you're just kind of carrying around a piece of miasma as well. So obviously, you're going to be intoxicating yourself with something physically coded in it. The next thing is holes in the wall, or walls. What are holes in the walls? Well, holes in the walls are creaking in the walls, where if you look into a tiny hole in the wall, or a hole in the wall, there might be a creaking there. And if there is, and you set it off, like aggro it, that means you'll be that is a way to generate fear. Not fear, sorry, mania. And the logic of it is, it's like you're seeing things. You're hallucinating things. It's kind of the same feeling of like when you think there's something behind you when there really isn't. Now, another reason why that works is because these creakings, these holes in the walls, I mentioned that if there's a creaking there, well, the reason it's if is because sometimes there's holes in the walls with creakings behind them, but they aren't active, meaning there wouldn't be a creaking behind like hole A this run, but there isn't. There is one during hole B during this run. But then you go to another run, you do your next run, and then let's say hole A and hole B both have a creaking enabled, or do another run, they're both, and then in the next run they might both be disabled. That's kind of the idea we're going with. These cough, jeez. What else? Oh, yes. Opening player passageways. The idea with that one is the buildings have been intoxicated, obviously. So when you open up a door, you're kind of just letting all the intoxications built up around the door out. So a burst of intoxication. And of course, other things like physical events. So maybe like turning something on or off, or fixing something along that line is kind of where I'm going with. And I want more things to be able to. My goal is to try and find more ways to intoxicate you guys and the players, to get mania to generate more, because at the moment it's a pretty slim picking them out, and not super incredible way of getting the players very often. Because with mania, you can get blinded, of course, at some points, or even and at some points you'll get blinded for short periods, and then another period, and then the more manic you are, obviously, the less vision you'll get. And the goal is to kind of make it so that you're not manic all the time, but you're manic decently often enough where you're not blinded all the time, but you will be blind. Well, not like fully, like constant blind, but you will be very blinded. You'll be blinded pretty occasionally. That's kind of what I want. Maybe I'll have to. I gotta play with it to kind of get a good feeling of it. But that's kind of where we're going right now. And maybe, just maybe, it's gonna be a little bit more. A little bit more simple of just there's gonna be like three tiers of mania, where tier 1 you're getting blinded every so often. Tier 2 is you're getting blinded a little bit faster, and then tier 3 you're just constantly blind. And there are only a few things that can actually make you blind, that can generate mania. However, I do think that there needs to be a way to generate mania other than the ways I've pointed out. Because while I want to use Skulk, it does kind of sorry, not Skulk, Shriekers and Skulk sensors, they are kinda not so great because one, they're hidden, and two, actually no, the hidden is fine. It's actually so much more the how to make it make sense, and as well as the amount of room this thing takes up as well is the other issue. Oh, I gotta figure it out. But that's what I have for new updates, though, at the moment. Nothing crazy, but well, maybe it is kind of crazy, but it's getting there. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water real quick. Now with that all out of the way, off stream, I have also been working on this building, the cleaner station, aka the Popo. It is nowhere near close to the final version, I will admit, but we do have most of it done. I just gotta get the exterior done, actually, believe it or not. So first is this is actually the front door. There is no doors over here, so the front door is over here, right here. You enter in, voila, you're met at the receptionist. Over here is what will eventually be a locker and meeting area. This will be another door that a player could open. over here, go up the staircase, go to the left first. This is a normal office for someone, for an officer. Then this would be the chief's office for obvious reasons. And then, well, maybe not obvious reasons, but we need chief office. And here is an evidence collection room. Then in here is the jail and interrogation. The idea is we can use it as both, where you toss one person to jail, and then you can interrogate them while they're in that secluded and isolated room, and then take out all the any evidence you can have over here. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now, real quick, I am just gonna be quickly checking. Actually, what gave me the inspiration to go the route I'm gonna be going. I had already had this building all built out the way it looks now. I just happened to find something that actually fits it quite well, fit the dimensions quite well. And I'm gonna try and replicate it and modify it for, well, steampunk and Victorian needs. Which shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. I don't think it will, but only time will tell. Get some coarse dirt. This is the bottom lower layer, the bottom layer. Maybe this as well. Maybe, just maybe. Do I just want to do this consistent design again? I could, but do I want? I guess we'll have to just find out and work with it, play around with it. Also, this world has finally updated to the newest version of Minecraft, so 26.2. I did it to just see what new blocks there are and see what I could do with them. The geysers are really cool, and I have a lot of cool ideas in store with how to implement those. I cannot wait for when that time eventually comes. But until then, gotta get the basic stuff out of the way. That should be enough, I'd imagine. This cough is getting the better of me. Just a little bit. Okay, let's quickly test this. Okay. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Good sir. Guess that no, don't work. That doesn't work. So instead, I guess we're just not putting that there. Instead, this could be more of a... It'll be blocked off. Yeah, it'll be blocked off so the player, only the player can use it. That's alright with me though. That is okay with me at this current moment. Works just fine. Honestly, I just want to get a basic look at it. I'm not gonna really worry about the actual detailing for a bit on this. Just basic block look of it. So yeah. Hmm. 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 Maybe. Hmm. Maybe instead of this, we did something else for the next border. Right. So, like, what if this is just the precursor, or rather, transistor. Let's see. And then Windows would be the next thing up. Thinking maybe we just do something simple like this. And then some glass behind. Hmm. Holy cow. That was bad. Hmm. Let's see. I need to do that. Hmm. And there we go. That fixes that. Hmm. 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 I think we'll keep it like this just for now. Just for now. Oh, coughs. Coughs, man, coughs. Hmm. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm alright with how this looks. And then grab some blackstone, maybe? Hmm. Actually, how did I do it over here? Gave it a whole block, okay. Hmm. What if we did that as over here as well? Just adds a little bit of consistency. Mm. Man, let's go ahead and add the wool behind all these as well. Hmm. Hey, Moonfeather. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, have a good rehearsal again. Hmm. Hmm. Don't know how that. Hmm. Slightly annoying. It's a little bit. It's like a hair. It's just like a hair off. That's a little annoying. I could also just straight up remove this one, right? And add something else here. That might be the move, right? So have something like this, but then we just have just a whole bunch of filler right there, and then go ahead and come back here, re-add the wool here. That should work. That should work quite nicely. Hmm. And then, hmm. No, that's just pain. That's pain, I say pain. Because I think I gotta lower this. I think I have to lower this, or yeah, I have to lower this interior. Yeah, so let's just remove you, remove these, or I increase the height more. It has to be one of the two. For a doll, I think it's probably plenty tall already. So just go ahead and lower it. Mm. That's a pretty big difference in redstone space, that's for sure. What if we did 3 blocks? I'd say probably 2 blocks, and then move all of these up by one. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Oh. Oh, you know? Hmm. 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 Thinking just this. That worked. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And then the roof is just right here. Okay. Uh. Hmm. I shall be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. I am gonna make a small change, or rather improvement. After I finish adding this real quick. Which is actually just making it so that we have another window right here. Or maybe right here. Hmm. No, it would have to be right here. Hmm. I really don't want to redesign the interior. Not sure. Because I'm not exactly a huge fan of how wonky that looks. Although I will say this should probably be a little different. As in, we probably shouldn't have the rooms like that. Probably would make more sense to just have it like this. No reason to have like a weird separate hallway when you could just straight up just connect it like so. Because now we could just connect this all up into one room. This achieves the same thing as what we had before, it's just now we have a bigger room to work with. Although, because it's so much longer now, we could probably make this slimmer just a hair, and then make this a little fatter, give this guy a little bit more room. Yeah. Yep, and then that's good. That's still good. Because now... now this means we can move this over. Especially if we make this guy now so a block longer, I believe. How many blocks out is this? 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Now we can comfortably add this here. Wonderful. That's all fixed. Hmm. Now I'm just thinking a little bit. Where's the block? Where's that block yet? Found it. Alright. I'm happy with that. It's very simple, but I think it fits well for everything I needed to do. It fits this area very nicely. It fits what it's meant to represent, or yeah, for now. And then I'll probably off stream or another stream when I'm a little bit more awake, less sick. I'll add the roof, which will be a nice copper roof. And then finish detailing and figuring out the block palette for the building. And yeah, that'll be it. So thank you all for watching. Definitely don't know when I'm gonna be out live next, but until then, see ya.